I grew up in Haslett, Texas with my mom, my biological dad, my older brother, and my younger brother. I honestly don't have very many happy childhood memories, like before the age of 15. My absolute favorite is when I was sleeping over at my best friend's house, and it was storming outside really bad, and I'd stayed there for a week already, and we shut all the lights in the house off and opened all the blinds and watched the lightning. Yeah, I don't live with my dad, or my biological dad at least. I don't like him. He's very abusive, so I don't like having any contact with him anymore, because after we left a couple years ago, it makes it easier not to talk to him. I remember my parents were arguing one night, and he was screaming. I went up to him and I was like, I don't like it when you guys fight. And he was like, oh no, we're not fighting. We love each other, I promise. And that's my first memory of him. I'd say my life is better without my dad, right now at least, because he brought a lot of negativity into my life, and after I got that out of it, I'm much happier. We all were left with PTSD and anxiety, but my mom kind of had it the worst because she went through it longer than the rest of us. I mean, she went through it for 20 years. So it was hard for her, especially around the holidays. She gets really worried and anxious, and especially just her overall safety, anything could happen. He's kind of stalkerish. She's a lot better now with my stepdad because he's actually, a nice person. Chris is my stepdad. I like him a lot. I kind of the relationship of I wish he was my real dad and he wishes I was his real daughter. And we kind of see each other that way. There's just the biological sense isn't there. I don't call him dad, but to everybody else I refer to him as dad. I only contact my dad around the holidays, and that's whenever he texts me happy Thanksgiving. I'll kind of respond or I'll avoid it, but I don't like to have contact with him even if it's over text. I think my dad made me a lot more thankful for what I have now. I feel I would be very entitled if I hadn't had somebody there to show me who not to be as a person. I grew up very unhappy, and then after I got out of that situation, I became a much more positive person, much happier. So I've learned more from his mistakes about how to be. My family, I would say I have my mom and of course my 2 biological brothers, and then I have my stepdad who I see as my dad, and he has 3 sons and a daughter, and I see them all as my siblings. We get along really well.